Hey friends, I'm Patrick, and thank you for joining me on my video here today. I want to address an issue that I have with my electronic fuel conversion on my 96 F350 PowerStroke diesel here. The big problem I have here is I bought a cheap fuel pump instead of just buying the Bosch .044 that's recommended and would work great for that application. I chose to go with the $39 eBay special, which did actually last me a little over a year and a half. However, it's leaking and failing now. Here where I have this fuel pump mounted, you can see where that little thing's been leaking quite a bit. It's pretty grody looking. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that and figure out what fuel fitting, figure out what fittings I need to put in the new fuel pump. I mean, it still does work, but it has a problem with leaking while it's working, and that's not any good. So after over a year with this fuel conversion, I would have to say that the only mistake I made was right here with this cheap piece of crap fuel pump. Make sure and get a brand name Bosch .044 fuel pump, and you shouldn't have to encounter this kind of malfunction. So I've gotten that fuel pump out, and that's what it looks like. And you know, I had this end just screwed into the pre-filter base, and I don't know where exactly, if it was leaking from that or what, but anyway, it made a big mess, and it was getting harder to prime. It didn't actually completely fail or anything like that, but before it did, I decided to go ahead and replace it with this. Like I was saying earlier, what you'll need to replace this with here, or what you'll need for electronic fuel conversion if you want it done correctly, is a Bosch .044. And that's what I have right here. So now I'll need to get a extra fitting to go here, and I think I've got one to fit the base already, but it doesn't come with these AN fittings, by the way. All you get when you get one of these is that in the pump. I also have a check valve to stop the pressure from being released when the pump shuts off, without the pump having to hold it back. These are about 30 bucks or so on eBay. And so out of my spare parts, this is what I've rigged up here. I'm going to put a hose clamp on this right here, and we've got a check valve so that the fuel only flows towards the fuel pump and it stops there. No more backflow through the pre-filter, which was also probably causing a leak issue. And comes out here. We took the stock fitting off the front. Took the stock fitting off the front here and replaced it with an AN6 fitting. Let me see here if I can find the exact. That's what I used right there to make that to an AN6, and then AN6 to 3/8 inch hose, and then it's just a push lock, and we'll mount that sucker back up on there. We've also got a 1/2 inch to AN6, and I'll connect that to where it'll suck the fuel from the pre-filter. So let's get it in there. So there's the new fuel pump set up. It goes to the post filter, there's the pre-filter, there's a pre-filter, and there's the post filter. So let's see what happens. Definitely sounds a lot different. And there goes pressure. At least it sounds like it. Fuel pressure gauge says so. No leaks so far. Let's try it again. This truck hadn't ran in about 2 weeks, I guess. Parts and just do more work. But I mean, really, not complain much. I got a year and a half's worth of $39 fuel pump. But anyway, one of those boxes will set you back well over $150. But if you do it right, you won't be sorry. And as always, my friends, praise the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.